Dear students, in our previous class we have discussed regarding the difference between static allocation of memory and the dynamic allocation of memory. But in our today's class we are going to discuss few more things about pointers. That is, the first thing is free store, which we have already discussed, along with the new operator and also with the delete operator. We have discussed about the free store. Now come, we are going to see what actually that free store means. Look here, free store is a pool. Pool means it is a container, okay, where memory is kept. Free store is a container, okay, of unallocated memory. Free memory is present in that pool. That pool is called as free store. Okay, unallocated memory means free memory is present. Unallocated memory heap is completely means the free memory which is not used. That is called unallocated memory heap. A block of memory, okay, contained in a place, in a pool. That pool we can call it as free store. And then it is given to a program, okay, that is used by the program for dynamic allocation during execution. It is a free memory, okay, which is given for the program at the time of execution for dynamic allocation. Okay, this type of memory we can call it as free store. Hope you have understood. I am going to explain you one more time. Free store is a pool, okay, where free memory is kept. It means the memory which is not allocated, the memory which is not used, that block of memory is present in free store, okay, and that memory is given for the program at the time of execution. For what? It is given for the program at the time of execution to allocate that free memory dynamically. Okay, hope you have understood this thing. The next thing we are going to discuss is memory leakage of memory. What is meant by memory leak? Come, we shall see. Here, if the objects that are unallocated memory dynamically, okay, objects that are allocated, not unallocated, that are allocated memory dynamically, okay, some blocks of memory, those we can call them as objects that are allocated dynamically, okay, and they are not deleted using delete operator. Okay, the objects which are present in allocated memory, they will not be deleted using the delete operator. Okay, at that time, what will happen? The memory block, okay, remains occupied. The memory block will not become empty. The memory block remains occupied because the objects that are present in allocated memory are not going to delete using delete operator. So the memory block remains occupied. It means memory block is not becoming free. Okay, then what happens? Even at the end of the program, at the end of the program also, the objects which are allocated dynamically are not deleted. So in this situation, such memory blocks are known as orphaned memory blocks. The blocks which are occupied dynamically, even at the end of the program also, they are not going to be deleted. So that type of memory we can call them blocks. That type of memory blocks we can call them as orphaned memory blocks. Orphaned memory blocks. And these blocks, when they increase in number, it brings a great adverse effect on the system. Okay, if memory will not be freed, then what will happen? It will create a problem for the system. Okay, so this type of creation of problem is known as memory leak. Okay, I am explaining once again. Some objects which are allocated dynamically. Okay, even at the end of program also, after using delete operator also, they are not going to be deleted. In this situation, the memory is occupied by the objects. So when memory is occupied by the objects, the occupied memory blocks are called as orphaned memory blocks. When these orphaned memory blocks, when they increase in size, it leads to a severe effect for the system. Okay, and this effect we can call them as, we can call it as memory leak. Hope you have understood. The first thing is keyboard, and the next thing is memory leak. And the third thing, that is self-referential structure. Self-referential structure means it is itself is a structure which holds the pointer of another structure, and that structure is of the same type as the previous structure. It means here the self-referential structures are the structures, okay, that include an element that is a pointer to another structure of the same type. Okay, I am going to explain two structures. Okay, both are of same type. Okay, one structure holds an element of the next structure, and that element is a pointer of this structure, but both the structures are of same type. So this thing is called as self-referential structures. Hope you have understood this concept. Now we are going to discuss about the next topic. So now I am going to stop here. In our next class, we will discuss about the different topics. If you have any doubts regarding today's class, you can ask me personally. Thank you.